Why, hello everyone. My name's Katrina, and today I asked you guys on Instagram to roast my favorite books. Still don't know why I'm doing this, but we're just going with it. I firstly wanted to say a special thank you to Monica from She Might Be Monica. I was watching her video on her reacting to unpopular opinions a little while ago, and that kind of sparked this idea for me. And ever since then, I've been just really wanting to do this video. It got me really excited. I don't know why, because this is just kind of some form of sick torture for myself, but today I'm going to be reacting to you guys roasting my favorite books. I don't really know how I'm going to react. I mean, I'm pretty confident that at the very least I can understand where people are coming from. In some cases I might even agree with some things, or just at the very least there might be things that I'm not bothered by or don't take issue with, because everyone has their own opinions. Everyone likes different things about different books, and not everyone's going to enjoy the same books. Hopefully none of these hit a nerve. I don't think I'm going to have an issue with that, but let's dive into the deep end. I DNF'd Illuminae because it was boring. I mean, okay, the start might be boring, but like, shit goes down at the end. Like, how are you not on the edge of your seat? Oh my gosh. I would have preferred Strange the Dreamer if none of the characters were in it. Whoa! Low blow, man. Low blow. Oh my god, but the characters are like... I'm shook. I don't know how to react to that one. Okay, you don't like the characters, that's fine. Everything's fine. The only good thing about Divergent is the mention of cake. Oh, that's hilarious. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell was as dry as the Australian outback. I mean, that's a good burn. That's hilarious. I can appreciate that. It's not a fast-paced book, it's quite dense. So, I mean, I can understand why people don't like Jonathan Strange. All The Wrath and the Dawn did was make me hungry. I mean, The Wrath and the Dawn also made me really hungry because the descriptions were just so rich and I felt like I could taste the flavors that it was describing. I totally get it. I get it. They both die at the end. No point reading the book if the title tells you the ending. Yes, but also it's the journey. Honestly, I think that was such an interesting tactic to do with this book, to have the title be they both die at the end. Even if you'd read the synopsis, you still would have gotten to that conclusion anyway. The Book Thief was boring and overhyped. I actually liked the movie more. Oh, someone liked the movie more than the book. Okay, stinging a little bit on the overhyped part. But again, I can understand that because not everyone's going to love it. I love character-driven books, like with Jonathan Strange and The Book Thief. They're super character-driven. There's not like a whole bunch of action going on, so it is really slow-paced. Fair enough, but it's not just about the action. I can understand, but it's like my favorite book of all time. Divergent is a weird story about a young girl who stalks her older teacher till hooking up. I mean, you're not wrong. Harry Potter is a 3-star series at best. Childhood nostalgia can absolutely blind us. This is one of the series that I wish I could go into like as an adult and see what I thought with fresh eyes, because absolutely nostalgia can blind us. I haven't reread Harry Potter in a little while, but I did read it maybe 4 or so years ago, but I still loved it. To each their own, I have to keep reminding myself. The Name of the Wind bored me. Oh, low-key hope the 3rd book never comes out. Ouch. But again, I think with The Name of the Wind, it's really similar with The Book Thief and Jonathan Strange. Like, it's not like really fast-paced and action-packed or anything. So I can see why people would be bored by it. But like, burn, hope the 3rd book doesn't come out. Ouch. Wonder was not wonderful. Oh, but it was. The Wrath and the Dawn is the literal worst. The writing is terrible. The characters are awful. Don't get me. I hate how these question things like cut off after a certain point. I'm assuming they're going to be saying, don't get me started on the romance. I mean, I'm trash for the hate to love thing, and I completely agree with all the criticisms about the romance. I just didn't care. I get it, but I loved it. They both die at the end is so freaking boring. Again, slow-paced, character-driven. I don't understand why people love The Book Thief so much. It was a little boring for me, to be honest. But the writing is so beautiful, and the characters and the bonds they develop with each other, the relationships are so precious. Another boring comment. I didn't like they both die at the end. I found it boring, didn't like the characters or the ending either. Well, if you didn't like the ending, then that's your fault. You knew how it was gonna. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, you wouldn't know the details about how it went. Only thing I can roast is myself for not having read any of these. That's hilarious. I actually really appreciated how many people responded being like, I can't roast any of these. I love them all so much. And so I'm like, well, I'm glad that there's also people out there that really love these books too. So that makes me happy amidst all of the negativity. I'm honestly having a great time, even if some of the comments hurt a little bit. Warbreaker has female characters whose personalities and motivations are sexist tropes. It's been a few years since I read it, and I don't remember much about the story. I definitely need to reread it before getting to the sequel, whenever that is published. But to be quite honest, I can't remember a single female character, so wouldn't be surprised. I can't remember enough about Warbreaker to dispute this, to be honest. Illuminae, more like Illuma, bye! Because that weak-ass cringy romance almost made me DNF. Is it because the romance was like two characters that already had been together, then they broke up and it was about them getting back together? Because I always find that's a really weird thing to read about in fiction. I just don't find I root for them because I don't see them kind of developing feelings and really getting behind that. Like, I'm not invested in the relationship. So I'm wondering if that's why. Divergent was boring and the male love interest was as emotionally complex as a stone. I love it. Again, I'm not sure what the rest of this comment was because the discussion thing just cut off. Plus super ice cold. I mean, yeah, he's not very welcoming. I liked Illuminae, but I literally DNF'd Gemina on page 10. It was so painful and cringy. Oh no. Oh, that's really sad. Children of Blood and Bone did not live up to its Avatar: The Last Airbender comparison. I'd be curious to see what I think if I went into Children of Blood and Bone thinking about Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I hadn't heard that comparison before I started the book. It wasn't until after I finished it, and then I think I looked at the acknowledgements and Tomi Adeyemi mentioned how she drew inspiration from Avatar in terms of the magic. I mean, the audiobook narrator for Nevernight reminds me of William Shatner in the way he delivers lines. I've tried to get into the audiobook for Nevernight twice and I've failed both times. I haven't even gotten past like 5 minutes in, I just can't do it. The characters in Vicious had zero logic for their actions and I do not like them. Well, I'm currently rereading Vicious and like they're not likable characters, but that's why I like them, if that makes sense. But I actually kind of agree. The motivations for Victor and Eli, like back when they were younger, are not super clear cut. Like, I get it, there's definitely some missing logic there. Oh, Divergent was so bad that the movie was better. Oh, another low blow. I wonder if they'd say the same for Insurgent. The movie was terrible. I'm reading The Book Thief and rooting for the narrator. The narrator for The Book Thief is death, by the way. Lol. The Name of the Wind, more like suckers, you'll wait more years and still don't know the ending. Yes. We don't have a third book, and who knows when it's coming, and it makes me really sad. Children of Blood and Bone is just okay. Okay. Again, to each their own. It's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. I mean, I've heard mixed things about Children of Blood and Bone, so I'm not really surprised when I hear negative things about it or that people don't love it as much as they expected. I did, and that's great for me. So I think I'm going to leave it at that for today. I do still have the submissions open for like another 14 hours, so I'll probably get some more people sending in their comments. So I'm thinking I might do a part 2 for this video. So if you guys in the comments are interested in roasting some of my favorite books, I'll have a link to my Goodreads read shelf sorted from like highest rated to lowest if you wanted to take a look and then leave a comment roasting some of my favorite books. I'd be happy to react again. I mean, for the most part, I feel like I was fine, but like that Strange the Dreamer comment really, oh, like, but the characters are just so good. I don't get that one. Okay, it's hot. It's fine. Everything is alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's okay. I'll be fine. I just love them so much. That one makes me a little bit sad. But for the most part, I think that experience wasn't as traumatizing as I was worried it might be. I'm actually really surprised I'm doing okay with the criticisms on The Name of the Wind and The Book Thief. Mainly because it's just saying that it's boring, and I do understand why people find the books boring because they are quite slow on pace. So I'm actually really pleasantly surprised that I'm doing okay about that. I'm gonna have to go and cuddle my copy of Strange the Dreamer now. I'm so sorry you had to hear that. It's okay, I still love you. I'm just so shocked. It's alright, I survived this. I came out alive and not too heartbroken, so I'm alright. it's good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see a part 2, then definitely let me know, because I'm sure that there'll be plenty more things that people have to say about some of my favourite books. I guess that's all that I have for now. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of you who did submit a comment. That's all that I have for now. I'll see you guys soon in a new video, but until then, I will talk to you in the comments. Bye!